Alright guys, back here with another wrestling review. This is for Melissa Hernandez, and this is December 12th, 1999, Armageddon 1999. And the first match here is a battle royal to determine the number one contenders for the WWF Tag Team titles at Royal Rumble of 2000. So the Acolytes win with Bradshaw and Farouk last eliminating the Hardy Boys. The Hardys had originally eliminated the Acolytes, but the referee didn't see it, and the Acolytes end up winning the match. It was a good opening match. The dark match was House No and Test. House No beats Test, but it's not on the DVD or the VHS. Uh, Next match was Kurt Angle, Steve Blackman. A good little match just to put Angle over. This was Angle's second pay-per-view match because he fought Stasiak in '99 Survivor Series. Here he faces Steve Blackman. I always liked Steve Blackman. He was good. What a nice win for Kurt Angle. Next one is the evening gown pool match for the WWF Women's Championship. The Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young were special guest referees. Miss Kitty defeats BB, who was a EMT, I guess EMT working for WWE at the time, and was I guess one of the divas. Then it's Ivory, who was the champ, and Jacqueline. So Miss Kitty wins the Women's Championship, and she exposes her breast. So Miss Kitty gets the win. And then Slaughter comes out, I think, and covers Miss Kitty up. Oh no, that was another pay per view. No. I think she just jumps in the pool or something. But yeah, just it was what it was. The women's division that time wasn't that great. Next one is the Hollies against Rikichi and Viscera. Just a weird tag team right there, Rikichi and Viscera. But the Holly cousins get the win in a 4-minute and 23-minute match. Just put the Hollies over as they were pretending to be super heavyweights. They had scales when they came to the ring and weighed themselves. They imagined they weighed 400 pounds, but yeah, it was what it was. The Hollies get the win, which was just there. And then next it was Val Venus against the British Bulldog against D'Lo Brown, and British Bulldog was the European champion. This is a triple threat match for the European title, and Val gets the win. I think he pinned the champion. Yes, he did. He pinned Bulldog. And your new European champion, Val Venus. Good action through and through the match, and I think it was a good triple threat match. Very good match. Val picks up the win in the European title. Then it's Kane versus X-Pac, and the stipulation with this was Kane can only win by pinfall or submission. He couldn't win by escaping. X-Pac can win by pinfall, submission, or escape. And Kane gets a huge clothesline off the cage, and some great spots. They actually used the cage, and at one point they had the door ram into Kane's head and stuff like that, but Kane gets the victory. I think he beats him with the clothesline off the top of the cage and gets the win. But a good steel cage match. It was about a 9-minute match, short for a cage match. Then it was Jericho defeating China for the Intercontinental title. Jericho gets his win back from Survivor Series because he lost to China at Survivor Series '99, and Jericho gets the win by beating China and becoming the new Intercontinental champion by submission. A good match actually, not that bad. Then it was the Rock and Sock Connection against New Age Outlaws for the tag titles. The Outlaws were the champs, and Rock and Sock win by DQ because I think Al Snow came in and caused the DQ. 60-minute match, a pretty long match, and Outlaws retain because of the disqualification. Rock and Sock get the win, but not the titles. And then this is a stupid title match. I don't know why they even had this. Big Show defeats Boss Man in a 3-minute match for the WWF title defense. Big Show defeats Boss Man. I know Boss Man had beat Rock in a hardcore match, in a hardcore rules match, to get the title shot, but a 3-minute match. So Boss Man got squashed by Big Show. Big Show retains. It was just nothing throwaway title match. Awful. That was just bad. And then the last match was almost 30 minutes long, 29:45. Triple H and Mr. McMahon, they fought everywhere, backstage, down the aisle. They had army stuff around, like plane and stuff, and jeeps parked all over the place, and just a brutal street fight. And then at the end, Stephanie comes out saying to Triple H, "No, don't hit my father with a sledgehammer, no." And she turns on Vince, and Triple H uses a sledgehammer and beats Vince. The stipulation going into this was if Triple H, what was Yeah, since Triple H won, he became the #1 contender for the WWF Championship, and if McMahon won, Triple H and Stephanie had to receive an annulment for their marriage. But yeah, this is where the McMahon-Helmsley era basically begins. So yeah, Triple H gets the win in a great street fight. That was brutal. So let's see what we have here. Battle Royal was alright. Blackman angle was okay. Women's four-way women's match just was what it was. Just kind of there. Not the greatest match. The Holly, same thing. Not that great. I like the triple threat for the European title. I like the cage match was good. China Jericho was good. Rock and Sock and the Outlaws was good for what it was. Even the DQ finish made sense because Al Snow was feuding with Foley at the time and feuding kind of with The Rock at the time, so it did make sense. Big Show Bossman was awful, and Triple H McMahon was good. I'm gonna give this pay-per-view a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was a solid pay-per-view. I didn't mind it, but just a few matches that could have been there, should have been there, could have been Raw matches, like the Hollies against Viscera and Rikichi. I think even the four-way for the four-way evening gown match could have been on SmackDown. Same thing for Boss Man and Big Show could have been just a Raw or SmackDown main event. So that's my review of Armageddon 1999. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.